welcome back to this luxury HMO. We were here a few weeks ago while the work was still being done, and we're back here today because in this video I want to show you the completed project before the tenants move in. The last time we were here a few weeks ago, the property was looking very different. At that point, most of the structural work had been completed. We were nearly done. Right now, we're 99.9% complete. The property is being prepared for photography today. And what we wanted to do was do a walkthrough, show you the project, show you some of the key learnings, and also some tips about new things we've introduced in this project. So let's now go and look at some of the space, the communal space that we've created with this beautiful house here. Aidas, another fantastic result here. Beautiful HMO we've created. So you've been here much more than I have, managing the project on a day-to-day basis. So how many weeks were we on the site here?
Yeah, well, this is a brilliant project. I've really enjoyed being on it. It's taken about 20 weeks, slightly more than we kind of would hope to, but obviously due to COVID, we had a few slight delays, but we had a wonderful team on this job, and it kind of pushed through really well. So about 20 weeks, we're 99.9% finished, just doing a bit of last final snagging before the tenants move in, and just getting everything staged for the photographs now.
Fantastic. So we're pretty much good to go now with the tenants moving into the property, as you said. Just the photography being finished, a little bit of snagging left, and the tenants will be moving into the property. So each project we do, we try and take the learnings from that. We've done lots of these. And when we move on to another project, we try and bring in and introduce new things. So what three things can we share that we've introduced on this project?
Yeah, so we've actually taken quite a few things, and one of them is a completely new system for the Wi-Fi. As you know, these are obviously professional house shares. For our tenants, Wi-Fi is probably one of the most important things. So we use Virgin Media Business, generally speaking, for all of our houses. In this particular project, and I think in all of them moving forward, we'll be using Ubiquit Wi-Fi system. So it's ultimately taking the Wi-Fi and creating like the three separate routers, not Wi-Fi extenders, but then we position them throughout the house so that all the rooms have evenly strong signal throughout. So in this case, in this house, we have one in the living room, in the kitchen here, which is covering bedroom number 3, living kitchen space. We've got one in the entrance hallway, which is covering rooms 1 and 2, and then we have the third router in the landing on the first floor, which is covering rooms 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so with Virgin Media, the reason we tend to use the business account, it means we not only get a slightly faster upload speed as opposed to download, but also we get the backup service. If there's ever a problem and a downtime, we can contact Virgin Media. They tend to deal with it fairly quickly. Maybe Virgin Media should give us a commission for the amount of promotion we do for Virgin Media. But you know, compared to all the other products available in the market, we think is the best one for us here. And really the quality of the internet is so important these days, the Wi-Fi, the speed, the connection. And so the mesh system that we've introduced here that Aidas is talking about means that we'll be able to now get a better connection, and ultimately it means that tenants are a lot happier.
Yeah, well, having this regardless Wi-Fi as well, I think the next thing we've kind of really pushed on is actually having RJ45 connection points in all of the rooms as well, just in case if someone's working in IT or need to upload speeds. Obviously, Wi-Fi is great for downloads, but uploads are slightly slower. So if someone wants to use that, we've got RJ45s above all the worktop stations in each of the rooms here as well.
Yeah, so the RJ45 is essentially, for in layman's terms, a cable connection between the computer and the data point. So there's no Wi-Fi, as it were. It's a cable connection, more robust, especially these days with more and more people working from home. If they have to plug a work phone in, like an IP phone, that will work as well. Might be PlayStation they want to use, all these things. These little things that we introduce, as we said, they're learnings from each and every project that we've done. So let's have one more thing.
One more. Okay. So we've actually got the emergency lights in this one. We're using spots, so they're very nice and flush. So not the bulky emergency kind of overhead lights. which is completely different in a sense. We've used it on the last project, really loved it, and this is one we're doing it as well for.
Yeah, and I guess the normal emergency lights that we see over the doors with the little man running out of the door with the green light, they're quite unsightly. They feel more like a commercial building. This way, where they're fitted flush in the ceiling, it feels much more like a home. I guess just like with the door closers we use, because they're hidden inside the hinges, it feels much more nicer like a home as opposed to a commercial building. So this kitchen, the last time we were here, looked a little bit cluttered and a bit of a mess. Now it's finished and looking fantastic, but the kitchen's laid out in a particular way. Aidas, why is it we lay the kitchen out in this particular way?
Well, first of all, it's for practicality. So we want to make sure everyone has usable space. It's kind of functional. The other side is actually regulations. So for example, worktop space, we have a 6-bedroom HMO. We have to have 500 millimeters per person. So in this case, it'd be 3 meters of clear worktop space in order to comply for regulations. So that's one thing. And then we allocate storage space per person in a sense. So for example, we'd give them half a meter of storage space, but we'd kind of do it as a, what do I have? We actually allocate a full space, so rather than having a 1,000 wall unit, we'll do 500 units, so it's actually kind of segregated per person.
Yeah. So each one is an individual unit rather than a double cupboard with a double door, so
yes.
each tenant has their own cupboard space, as it were. Okay. Although this appears like it's not a huge kitchen, under Birmingham City Council rules for HMO licenses, we also need to have food storage space in the rooms as well, which we'll show you in a short while. And what that means is, yes, generally the kitchen's used for storage of food. There's also some additional space that they have as well. Also in the kitchen, we've got the oven and the hob here. And again, it may not look like it's a huge amount, and you may be thinking, why haven't we got 2 ovens, for instance? Well, actually, it's not necessary if you've got a 20 litre microwave grill that's available as well in the kitchen. And also with the sinks, we have a single bowl. And sometimes people think, why haven't you got 2 sinks? And if you understand the rules and requirements fully, you don't necessarily need them. We have a dishwasher fitted here as well. That means they're able to wash the dishes separately to having the additional sink space as well. So let's go on through and look at some of the other communal space that we have in the house as well. Aidas, we don't have a huge amount of communal space in this particular house. Tell us what space we do have.
Yeah, you're right. But we have planned it out really well. So we have a seating space here, which is just a soft corner. They can relax. You've got the coffee table. We've got a bit of a breakfast bar, as you can see here, which again is really suitable for having some breakfast, lunch, whatever. We just walked in through from the kitchen. So yes, you're right. We haven't got a massive amount of space in terms of the communal, but the rooms are actually quite good sizes. They all have their en-suites. They have their workspaces, and they're all well over 10 square meters, excluding the en-suites, ranging up to about 13-14 square meters on the larger rooms. Yeah.
So we've also got a TV here, a nice TV. Tell us about the packages we've got here, because we've also got TVs in the rooms as well.
Yeah, so all the rooms are actually kitted out really well. So very luxury furniture, as you'll see once we walk into them. And obviously they have all their Freeview channels, all the extra channels we got with Virgin. And just a nice atmosphere. Obviously, we want to keep the communal aspects. Some investors will take them out completely, just keep the kitchens and the bedrooms. But we do feel that it's nice to have some of the social aspect in it.
So although it's not a huge amount of communal space, actually it's nice to have some space. What space we've got is laid out really well. And as I said, with the TVs we've got, is it digital area will fit in?
Yeah, well, they're all smart TVs as well. Obviously, so you can watch Netflix, all the apps you can really get downloaded on them. And the free views, everything's obviously, we've got aerial points and all of that, yeah.
Great. So let's go on through and have a look at one of the rooms.
Of course.
So here at the front of the house, as we come in, we've got the fire alarm system here built in nice and flush, because usually they're quite big, ugly boxes. This way it's nice and flush. And in here, we've got our secret cupboard. In the secret cupboard, what we have the DVR for the CCTV system that's throughout the house. We've also got the router there for the internet, and we've got the digital TV signal booster box there as well as the data port for the RJ45 connections that we have in here. We also have an Inspire heating thermostat, and what that means is we're able to access it remotely and manage the heating and hot water within the house as well. So right now we're in one of the bedrooms. In fact, this is bedroom 3. This is the one on the ground floor at the back of the property. It's actually in the extension.
Yeah, so we've built this out completely, obviously as a new extension. It's just over 25, well, just under 25 square meters. That's including, well, obviously this bedroom and the kitchen. This bedroom being just over 12 square meters, excluding the ensuite. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 12 square meters space, plus the ensuite, plus we've got a fitted wardrobe in here. Well. Yep. So let's talk about some of the space and how we lay out these rooms.
Yeah, so we always try to incorporate quite a bit of storage space in the units, because obviously someone living here for a bit longer term, they want to have plenty of storage. So we built in wardrobes, which is again floor to ceiling, so kind of nice and durable, lasts us a long time as well. We've got nice chests, bedside cabinets. The beds we use, we actually have under bed storage as well. So if someone wants to put a suitcase or anything like that, plenty of storage. And we've even got like a built-in worktop and a bit of kind of storage space above the worktop as well. So it's quite functional laid out. Obviously, we will put the TVs in front of the beds. You'll have the USB charging points with the USB-C charging points, and RJ45 connections, as we mentioned as well, in the worktops. Yeah, quite functional.
So the beds, for example, these are custom made. We get these made in this particular way for us. It seems a little bit odd that they're cut out. It looks like there's something missing, but in fact, that's the way we get them made. So you can get suitcases underneath. Yeah. And often that's one of the challenges with with HMOs in terms of storage for the individuals. The fitted cupboards help as well with regards to that. So the work surfaces we've got, there's some flexibility in terms of, because of the way we've got the height, we've got a bar stool there. The TVs tend to be on a bracket, so we can move the angles around on those as well.
Yeah, apart from that, we've another kind of little thing we've started doing, and this is actually the first time we've done it in an HMO, is where we've got the wall-mounted bedside lamps. Above one of the bedside cabinets, we've got the switches, which obviously are controlling the bedside lamps, but they're also controlling the room light. So whoever's obviously living here doesn't have to stand up, go turn off the lights. They can just kind of do it in a hotel, almost like in a hotel standard kind of.
And it's those little things that really make the difference and create the comfort. And you know, we look for premium rents in these. It is a competitive market. We look for the highest possible rents that we can get. And in return, we try and create the best possible environment we can for people.
Yes. This HMO is going to run quite quickly. With the spec we've done, the location, you've got the parking, a nice beautiful garden that we can obviously use as well. Quite a quiet neighborhood as well. So
yeah, so which probably generating close to about £3,000 gross rent we will do on this particular house. So you mentioned outside, maybe let's go and have a look outside.
Yeah, let's do. After you.
Cool. So right now we're outside in the backyard. We're just by the extension. This is the new extension that we've had built here.
Yeah, so we have slabbed everything in the back. We've gravelled this space, so we're going to have a nice kind of outside table with a bench and just the grass behind. So it's a bit of a mixture of what we've got here.
Different surfaces. It means also, although we've fenced all the way around, even though not all the fences are ours, it means that we've created a nicer environment because it's fairly private. There's trees all the way around here, so it's not overlooked. By doing this, we're creating again a nice environment for the tenants. So look, we hope you're finding this useful, you're enjoying this video. What we ask is please hit the like button if you like the video, but also to share it with one person you think would enjoy watching this vlog. And if you haven't already, you need to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, make sure you get the notifications so you're aware each time we release a video. These vlogs go out on a Friday. We'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and Aidas and I will hopefully see you again on the next vlog.
See ya.